This quiz is open. Question number 1 is worth 10 points. Question. Referring to wisdom in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 22. Interruption.
Time.
That is incorrect. This question was Harrison will be read the red team without interruption. Question number 1 is worth 10 points. Question. Referring to wisdom in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 22. The Lord possessed me when?
The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way for his works of old.
That is correct. Question number 2 is a quotation completion question worth 10 points. Question. Pride goeth. Interruption.
Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
That is correct. Question number 3 is worth 10 points. Question. Verse 12 of Proverbs chapter 2 speaks of delivering the. Interruption.
Delivering thee from whom? From the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things.
That is incorrect. This question is interrupted and will be read at the red team. Without interruption, question number 3 is worth 10 points. Question. Verse 12 of Proverbs chapter 2 speaks of delivering thee from what?
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things.
That is correct. Question number 4 is a two-part question worth 10 points. Question. What is a mocker and what is interruption?
And what is raging, as recorded in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1? Wine is mockers, strong drink is raging.
That is correct. Question number 5 is worth 10 points. Question. By me, according to interruption.
Time.
That is incorrect. This question was interrupted and will be read at the red team. Without interruption, question number 5 is worth 10 points. Question. By me, according to Proverbs chapter 8, verse 15, what happens?
By me, kings reign and princes decree justice.
That is correct. Question number 6 is a two-part question worth 10 points. Question. 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 9 speaks of judging whom? Interruption.
Time.
That is incorrect. This question was interrupted and will be read at the red team without interruption. Question number 6 is a two-part question worth 10 points. Question. 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 9 speaks of judging whom and discerning what?
To judge thy people, discern between good and bad. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad, and whose they will judge the necessary people.
That is correct. Question number 7 is worth 10 points. Question. What is in the dwelling of the wise?
There is treasure to be desired and oil.
That is correct. Question number 8 is a quotation question worth 10 points. Question. Quote the last verse of our study.
He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
That is correct. Question number 9 is a 3-part question worth 20 points. Question. Which verse of study gives what instruction concerning an angry man? Gotcha.
And one instruction concerning a furious man. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 24. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man that shall not live.
That is correct. Question number 10 is a 2-part question worth 20 points. Question. In the last 2 verses of Proverbs chapter 14, what is said concerning the righteous and interruption?
And what is stated concerning sin? Righteousness exalteth the nation, but sin is a reproach to any people.
That is incorrect. This question was interrupted and will be read to the yellow team. Without interruption, question number 10 is a 2-part question worth 20 points. Question. In the last 2 verses of Proverbs chapter 14, what is said concerning the righteous and what is said concerning righteousness? Yellow team.
The righteous have hope in his death. The wicked is driven by his wickedness, but the righteous have hope in his death. Righteousness exalteth the nation.
Time.
That is correct. We have time on the yellow, 60 seconds. Ready for question number 11. It is worth 20 points. Question. The Queen of Sheba said what in verse interruption?
In verse 6 of 1 Kings chapter 10, it was a true report that he heard in my own land of the acts of thy wisdom.
It's incorrect. This question is interrupted and will be read to the red team. Without interruption, question number 11 is worth 20 points. Question. The Queen of Sheba said what in verse 8 of 1 Kings chapter 10?
Happy are thy men, happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom.
That is correct. Question number 12 is a quotation question worth 20 points. Question. One verse of Proverbs chapter 15 begins with the phrase, the heart of the interruption.
The heart of him that hath understanding, quote this verse. The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness.
It is incorrect. This question was interrupted and will be read to the yellow team. Without interruption, question number 12 is a quotation question worth 20 points. Question. One verse of Proverbs chapter 15 begins with the phrase, the heart of the righteous. Quote this verse.
The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things.
That is correct. Question number 13 is a 4-part question worth 20 points. Question. Proverbs chapter 9 verse 7 speaks of reproving whom? Interruption.
With our result in rebuking whom with what result? He that reproveth the scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blame.
That is correct. Question number 14 is worth 20 points. Question. What 6 commands are given in verses 14 and 15 of Proverbs chapter 4?
Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away.
That is correct. Question number 15 is a two-part cross-reference question worth 20 points question. According to Proverbs chapter 15, what maketh rich in verse 4? Interruption.
Time.
That's incorrect. This question is interrupted and will be redirected to the red team without interruption. Question number 15 is a two-part cross-reference question worth 20 points question. According to Proverbs chapter 15, what maketh rich in verse 4, and what maketh rich in verse 22?
The hand of the diligent maketh rich, the blessing of the Lord.
That is correct. Question number 16 is a three-part question worth 20 points question. What is what, searching what, and Proverbs chapter? Interruption.
Chapter 20, verse 27. The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly.
That is correct. Question number 17 is a quotation question worth 20 points question. Quote verses 5 and 6 of Proverbs chapter 3.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
That is correct.
Time out.
We have time out, red 60 seconds.
To perceive what? To receive what? And to give what?
Time.
It is incorrect. This question is interrupted and will be redirected to the red team without interruption. Question number 18 is a five-part question worth 30 points question. According to the first four verses of Proverbs chapter 1, the Proverbs of whom were given to know what, to perceive what, to receive what, and to give what?
The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to receive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion.
That is correct. Question. 8 correct for Stephen. Let's give him a hand. And we're ready for question number 19. It is a quotation question worth 30 points question. Quote Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16, 17. Interruption.
18 and 19. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, these 7 are abomination to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift to know into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
That is correct. Question number 20 is a three-part cross-reference question worth 30 points question. Which verse of Proverbs chapter 2 contains the word treasures? Which verse of Proverbs chapter 8 contains the word treasures? And which verse of Proverbs chapter 10 contains the word treasures?
Proverbs chapter 2, verse 4. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 21, and Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2.
That is correct. And this quiz is closed. Let's get these teams back.